All right, hi again, and my name is Ermina, and this is day 3 of my movement practice. I'm going to be sharing what I practiced, what helped, what went wrong, what got in the way, and what I'm doing next. This one's probably going to be a really super short video because I'm doing day 3, day 10, and day 11 at the same time because I'm now on day 12. So, um, looking at my notes. Day 3 for me has never been super hard with a movement practice. It's usually with an eating practice. Day 3 is the toughest, but with the movement practice, usually I get that feeling of what took you so long. It's more like it used to be guilt. It used to be guilt and self loathing and all of that. Now it's more like, okay, what took you so long? Get back out there and walk, or whatever the movement practice is. Um, the tough days for me come in later, and you'll see. Uh, what always helps with making day 3 smoother, or this time it kept it smooth, is I had all my tools ready. I knew where I was gonna go. It was just get out, go ahead and do it, and then come back. Um, Day 3 was super hot outside. So there was also a timing issue, making sure I get out. Because if I waited until it got hot, I wouldn't do it. That would be my deal breaker. I wouldn't do it. So I made sure I got out before it got too warm. And was there any, well, in terms of what got in the way, there was some uh, difficult. There was some physical discomfort. Having not done anything for a long time, my body, my hips were like, we don't really feel like doing this right now, not for this long. And so I kind of had, to go through a little bit of that. My knee going downstairs was an issue, but it, I'm like that's part of the process, and I just move through it. Okay, um, I think just remembering that deconditioning takes a while. The body has really good memory. My body has really good memory. So deconditioning for me can take weeks, months, before I start losing muscle and all that stuff. And because this has been such a very long time of a consistent practice, when I say long, I mean years. I've had like pockets of ups and downs. So it's not like I've stopped moving altogether. But in terms of a consistent daily, long term, decade practice like I used to do back in the days, it hasn't been that since I'd say 2017. So it's been over maybe a decade of not having a consistent long term practice. And it shows. I mean, my muscle mass is so, it's like, lifting things, going up, even lifting my own muscle, which is my own body, becomes difficult. And that's the thing that I laugh at myself sometimes. I'm like, Dad, I can't even lift my own leg sometimes. And I kind of have to go one of these things. Um, that's, a sign of being deconditioned for me. Okay. And I laugh at it now because I know I'm going to go through this and get to the other side. I just know it because life experience is one reason. Another reason is I don't have a choice. I am not willing to be one of those people that is, if I can help it, because there is such a thing as life accidents and things beyond my control. I recognize that. But I'm not willing to be somebody that allowed lifestyle factors to make me struggle in my elder years or make me dependent of other people in my elder years. I'm not willing to do that based on what I can control. It doesn't mean that something could not happen and then I end up in that situation. But if it's something I can control, like movement practice, then it's up to me to make that decision and stick with it and do it for as long as I can and so on. Um, I don't, I did, I was asking myself a question here, like, did I want to feel like I was getting there faster? No, day 3 doesn't feel like any of that. Day 3 just feels like, all right, what took you so long? I'm glad you're back. Yeah, there's a little bit of pain here, a little bit of pain there, but just kind of work through it and keep it moving for me. So the last thing I think the question is what I'm doing next. Next thing is going to be day 7. And that's when some of the issues started to come up. So go ahead and go to day 7 if you're excited to work through some of these issues with me. All right. Thanks for watching again. And until next time, this is Ermina signing out.